Are you challenging your employees to improve their capabilities by setting a standard and then holding them accountable to that standard? Hi, my name is Phil Zito. I'm the founder and CEO of Building Automation Monthly, where we help companies assess their existing employees so that they can then know where they need to work with their employees to develop their skills, to decrease their time to revenue, and increase their profitability per employee. All right, so you've got this building automation business and it's humming along, it's doing great, but is it doing as great as it possibly could? There's one way, and this is just going to be a single tip video. This isn't going to be 3 tips like I normally do. This is going to be one. There's one way that I have found to create team cohesion, to improve the loyalty of my employees, and really challenge them to develop themselves. And it is to set standards and then hold them accountable to these standards and challenge them to meet these standards. So for example, one of the issues that you often see, one of the biggest consumers of cost and time on projects is VAV boxes. I mean, oftentimes there's hundreds of them, depending on who you talk to. Some folks will say it takes minutes, some folks will say it takes hours. It's usually somewhere in between to go and put controls on a VAV box, wire them up, make sure they work. But this is the issue, or this is the area rather, where you most often will encounter issues. Callbacks, things aren't working, dampers aren't stroking right, dampers are reversed, airflow tubing's reversed, etc., etc., etc. So by focusing on something that has a great occurrence on a project and then setting a standard, which I'll tell you about in a second, you're able to really increase performance and execution. So the standard I chose was a certain amount of time for folks to be able to install controls on a VAV box. And so when we would have our team meetings, we would bring in the team. We had a fan-powered VAV box that was sitting in the warehouse, and we would time how much time it took folks to mount the controller onto the fan-powered VAV box. And we had a leaderboard as to who was the fastest. So this did 2 things. One, they came up with new ideas, new ways of installing to get it done quickly, but yet effectively, because that was another measurement of the standard. Was it's one thing to get it done fast, but if it doesn't work and it's not properly installed, then it doesn't count. So they found new ways to install the controls so that they were installed correctly per spec and per plans, but also they worked and it was done fast. And the leaderboard, that drove, kind of camaraderie, and it increased loyalty because folks felt like they were part of a team. And it also drove peer pressure, if I could speak right, to say, hey, I don't want that person to outperform me. And that really had people stepping up to their full potential. So if you are not utilizing challenges within your business to help develop your employees, maybe it's for your sales employees, maybe it's for your technical employees, you can utilize this all over the place. You can have programming challenges. Who can go and code the air-cooled chiller the fastest and have it work? These are all challenges that you can implement within your business that will result in an increased performance within your employees. I really encourage you to adopt this and talk about some of the challenges that you're implementing and standards you're holding your employees accountable to in the comment section below the video. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a ton. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.